All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of After the Bell. This is your friendly host. I am Mr. Ian, senior teacher for Youth Life and Expression. And this is the show where we talk to educators from Crest Secondary School, talking about their stories, their experiences, and matters of the heart. And sitting across from me right now is my very good friend and department mate. She's been here for 8 years, and this is her final year, unfortunately. This is Miss Rischka. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So for the viewers who are not familiar, this is an unscripted episode, and we just talk about basically anything to do with our work and our experiences. Basically, also try to give you guys a glimpse of what goes on behind the classrooms in Crest Secondary School. And today, Rishka is here. She's very busy, so we are very lucky that we have this moment together. We work in the same department, but we don't really have a lot of time to sit down and really muse about our work so much. So today is really also personally for me to getting to know you better. Yeah, I mean I know you kind of well already, but I want to know about your whys, and yeah. So maybe can we have a little bit of an introduction?
Hi, I'm Rischka. I teach art in Crest Secondary. This is, like Ian said, it's my 8th year and it's actually my last year here. I've been an educator. This would be my 13th year. Crest is also my second school. Yeah.
So your first school is Hongka.
Yeah, Hongka Sec.
And how long were you there for?
I was there for about 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but before that, actually, I did my untrained contract teaching there as well.
Okay.
Before I went to NIE.
I see. So
Yeah.
wait, let me do my 13 years in the
13
profession.
years, yes.
Okay, maybe let me just start with the first question. Like, why are you still here after 13 years? Or what keeps you teaching still at this stage?
What keeps me teaching still? Really, honestly, it's all the interaction with our students. In Hongka also, as well as in Crest, I think it's the most enjoyable part of the day. To be honest, sometimes the students really say the funniest, weirdest things, and I do look forward to coming to work to interact with the students. Yeah, but if you ask me in the morning at 5 o'clock, I will say, I don't want to come to work. But honestly, the every day I come to work is really the interaction with the students.
Yeah, the first step is always the hardest, right?
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you on everything that you say, because like when coming here, actually when we see the students, it just brighten up our day, Yeah. Maybe let's just go back, like what made you choose teaching? Like, why did you think about teaching as a career? Was it something that you've always wanted to do since young, or did you accidentally, fell into teaching?
Honestly, last time, right, when I was in primary 1, I remember telling my primary 1 teacher, I said, I want to be a teacher because I can scold people. And she was like, what? So then after that, when I went to art school, NAFA, I didn't want to go into teaching anymore. But what happened was, it was just a thing where we had one friend who was a degree program student, and I was the diploma student, and he said that his wife is going into labor soon, and they wanted a relief teacher at Assumption English School.
Okay.
So actually that started it. I went to relieve her for a while, and then after I relieved her, I realized like, hey, it's really the interaction with the students. Every day I come to work, even though I'm a relief teacher, but I was teaching art, most of the art classes, the teacher who went on maternity leave. So it was there that I decided like maybe I should try teaching. But initially I was thinking, no lah, maybe after when the teacher comes back, I will just go and find a different job. But what happened was, in the morning, I remember I was having tea or breakfast with my parents, and then my mom was reading the newspaper, flipping the paper like that, right? Then it was a really huge MOE poster to join to be an art teacher. I thought like, hey, I think maybe it's God's sign. Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually applied for it, and then I went for the briefing. The briefing was at where was it? 8Q last time.
8Q.
Sam 8Q.
Why is yes.
Yeah.
Singapore Museum.
Yeah, it was there, and then like, okay, I went. We listened, and then that's when I was actually posted to Hongka to be untrained contract first
I see,
for
I
about
see.
1.5 years.
So you were in NAFA first, but on your own,
Yeah.
and you were majoring in.
Majoring in fine arts printmaking.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay, now I understand why. Because later we're gonna be seeing some students' works, right? And then we can kind of like understand why Rischka uh, appreciates this work so much,
Yeah.
because of your fine arts background.
Yeah.
Did it ever occur to you that you might have chosen another career path before actually landing on teaching?
I mean, initially I didn't want to go into teaching, right? I shared, but really after that relief teaching stint, it did not push me to think about anything else,
Okay.
to even try anything else. Yeah, so yeah, really, I found joy and the passion in teaching during relief teaching.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm very glad that you are part of the teaching fraternity, because this is your last year here in Crest.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yes.
Yeah, we are all very sad that this is going to be your last lap, and I think the students really, really, really enjoy your classes and your company. Maybe have you ever thought about, at this moment presently right now, after this is your 8 year, do you have any culminating feelings, or do you ever think about your journey on hindsight in the last 7 years? What have you achieved? Like what has Crest given to you and what you have given to Crest? Yeah.
I I really, really love being in Crest. It's where I grew so much. I learned from so many people, because Crest, because of the nature of our school, right? We have so many people coming and going, and the learning is extremely rich. It's like, and I think the opportunities in Crest also help shape who I am today as an educator. So I'm sad to leave, but I look forward to growing some more. I actually this year, right, I was sharing with the CCE department, because now CCE committee. I'm now in CCE committee. Then we had to choose some photos to represent how we feel about the upcoming year 2026. And then I showed like a very happy group of kids, as well as a sad photo of like two adults just looking at each other and crying. So I have that feeling like, okay, I'm sad to leave, but I'm also excited to see where I can grow some more. And also then I shared with the department, the committee. I say, Crest helped me grow the most. Last time I joined here, I actually size XL only. Then now I 2XL.
Grow in different ways.
Yeah, grow.
Understand.
I woman, so cannot talk like that. I shy.
Yeah. Okay. Understand. I mean, holistic growth in
really
more ways than one. Okay. I mean, I'm very sure you have your own teaching style, your own teaching approach. You have your own way of engagement with students. It's very unique. We can see the impact. People just love coming in your classroom. Can you maybe explain to us, like, what is your brand of engagement and what is your teaching style?
I think in Crest, we always appreciate authenticity, not only in students and actually in teachers. I don't want to take things too seriously all the time, and I feel sometimes while our students need structure, all students need structure, but it's okay to be ourselves. I feel we are all human, so I always start with telling the students that we are all human. We'll make mistakes, we'll learn and grow together. Honestly speaking, how I am now is how I am in class also. The only people I will be very prim and proper to will probably be like my bosses, because need to maintain a bit. But then I think with students, right, like it's okay to be ourselves, to show them that being ourselves matter. And really if Crest judged me, I wouldn't be who I am today. So like I said, I really owe it to Crest. I learned how to accept myself also, and to show my students that it's okay to be a bit weird, quirky, because I will accept them.
Okay. I think the students appreciate that. They like somebody real, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that is accessible, somebody that they can relate to. So I think it really helps that I think Crest also, like for me, you see, Bermuda
Yeah.
every day. It's a flex to me, you know. I can tell all my colleagues, my friends are in other schools and, you know, in other industries. Hey, I go to school every day. I wear sticker, I wear cap, I wear oversized, I wear Bermuda. I think there's no judgment here, and they allow us to really be ourselves. And in turn, it translates into being more comfortable, you know, when you engage the students, right? And I think it's a win-win-win for everybody.
Yes, it really is. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my casual conversations with you outside of the classroom, and in our department group chat, you're always sharing works that is like how would I put it? It's not your typical you know, when art teachers like to flex the works of their students, right? They always show like the ones that are displayed on the walls and all that. But I realize you don't, you know. You like to show those works that don't really make it to the forefront one. Yeah, and then I also realized that when I see your desk, you always keep these works very close to your proximity. Yeah, so we're gonna look at some of them, and then maybe can you just walk us through what has been going on and the context of these pictures. I think you guys are gonna be entertained. Okay, picture number 1. This is I'm so sorry to Miss Iziana.
Okay, actually, right, I always say this to the art teachers, to Miss Lok as well as Miss Ina. I really adore the Tita artworks. It's the really, you know, it's not the best, but you know, it's the best to me. And for example, this is actually a project by Visual Arts Club a couple of years ago. We created portraits for every single Crest staff, and then you know, different students were assigned different teachers, and then this was done by one student, and he was very proud of the work, you know. Then I feel nice, okay lah, I will accept, but then maybe the teacher won't accept lah, Miss Iziana. Then I say, hey, this one for Teachers Day, you know. You trying to make fun of the teacher or what? Then he's like, no, but I really do it properly. And I'm like, okay. Never mind, I reject this.
Okay.
Then he was really, really super sad. So he said, can I draw you instead? I say, really? You want to draw me? Okay, sure.
Okay, so let's look at that picture. By the way, I sent this picture to Miss Iziana yesterday. Her reply was in capital letters, ha 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 ha. I think she likes it lah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So then you draw you.
Whoa!
Wow,
Look at that. Hey, uncanny similarities. Okay, look at the hair, man.
I mean, you are fine art major, so I think you'll be able to appreciate this, because this is truly fine arts. And I have got one question, Rischka. I'm not going to comment about the proportion, but where are your hands?
Hey, art imitates life. Sometimes I don't like to move my hands. I say, hey, go and do it.
No, it's because I realize your reference has no hands.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. I mean, I mean, your instruction must be follow the picture, right?
Yes.
I think he's really following the picture. You can see the crop hands there. You got no hands. Yeah. Why does this make you happy? I mean, it makes me very happy. I know why, because I'm not I'm not really making fun of the skills, but I just feel like there's a degree of innocence to it, and there's a very sincere sincerity in the form that, you know, this is where they're at now for their skills, you know. But I think we really appreciate the imperfection. Yeah, and I think I'm really liking this interpretation of you.
Actually, right. If I'm not mistaken, he drew this in either Sec 1 or Sec 2.
I see.
And I think because I accepted it, he went on to practice and draw more. And at the end of Sec 4, he was able to draw quite nicely.
I see.
So I feel like, it's not the best. You may all think that, hey, wow, Rischka looks so much better in the drawing, right? But to be honest, I mean, it is the start, the initial part,
the starting point.
Yeah, the starting point. And if let's say we rejected it from the beginning, then we would only just, you know, like demoralize the child, and then he wouldn't have improved. He wouldn't have put in any more effort, and it would just have stopped at that.
Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is also a very good reminder of where they came from. I mean, when you're explaining like you know, how far he has grown, and then you go back to this picture, I think everybody's going to have a good laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think, you know, that's why pictures like that are so valuable. Everybody frames up the end product, but nobody really takes any attention on the process, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some more pictures. Can you please walk us through what is going on here?
Okay, so this was a lesson, lower sec lesson. We had this student. He was not in a good mood lah. He didn't want to do the work. We had 1 hour, and then he just, some days we have bad days. So it was really a bad day for him. I think before that, something happened at home he was sharing. So he was just quite angsty, and he just didn't want to do the work. So I say, okay, I'm going to do the work. But hey, Miss Rischka, you see my shoes so thick. Then I say, okay, I'm going to take off my shoes, okay? I will sit beside you and we'll do it together. I'll show you how to do it. So this was actually, post-COVID, we had to wear our mask. So I told him, I'm going to sit beside you, but, we cannot sit so close all the time. So I was just showing him. And, so, one thing about the art room, works don't only happen on the tables. A lot of times we have students on the floor, lying down, especially now with their PLD, right? They find it very comfortable, and our art room floors are really very clean. We have our auntie cleaners, coming in, mopping the floor, sweeping the floor. So our students really feel very comfortable. So, I was sitting there and had to take off my shoes and told him, if smelly, it's not my fault, it's your fault, because you're sitting on the floor, and because we still let's just try to get something done, and let's not think about what's happening at home or outside of the art room. I hope that this the art room space actually feels safe for not only this boy but all our students and teachers who come in.
I like it that, because instead of asking him to conform, right, you actually you actually went down at his level, literally. I think that was quite precious lah to me. Let's look at the next picture. Okay, let's go. What? Alright, this is Mr. Joseph Pa. He's very well loved in the Crest community. Just graduated last year. What is going on here, Miss Rischka?
So he's again doing work, and then I said, you know what, whatever it is, you just get your work done, whichever way you feel comfortable, and apparently this is the most comfortable for him. So work was done lah. So okay.
Understand. Okay. And acrobatic performance.
I don't think this is comfortable, but it was comfortable for him, I guess.
Okay. Well, question here is this: did he get work done?
Yes.
Okay. So is he comfortable?
I asked him, Akashraf, are you okay? Then he's like, yeah.
Okay. So if he's comfortable and work gets done, doesn't matter what form you are, right? Okay. Alright, next picture. I mean, there are 3 subjects here. I'm laughing at all of them, but I just want to say, is that a caricature of you?
Yes. Look the same, right? Okay, so when I came in, this is actually not even my class. This is a relief class. It's actually Miss Lok's class. She had to, I think she was on MC or something, and I was from another class. We had it's a 2-period lesson. I came in the second period. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, they had all finished all their works, And then I came in, I was like, I remember I was panting because I had another class before that, right? I was like, okay, thank you. So I was telling thank you to the teacher. Then the teacher left. Then I was just, okay guys, let me catch my breath. Then this boy Chiwi, he was like drawing, looking up at me. He said, what are you doing? Are you doing your art, Then he's like, I draw you. He showed me, and then I burst out laughing, because really, I mean, this is me having like, flattened my hair a bit. Before that, when I came in, I think really my hair was all over, and like,
I mean, I'm really enjoying that, the lines, that playfulness, that childishness in the lines. I think it really encapsulates the spirit of you. Even though, if you think about it, technically it looks nothing like you, but I think it captures the essence that's Miss Rischka in my eyes, and I find that very precious. Let's look at the next 2 pictures. Wow.
This is all done by Chiwe basically.
I see.
So he drew his classmates first, and also he was showing me all his the portraitures portraiture that he's done, and I thought, wow, it's crazy, but also same.
I see. I think all these must laminate put inside frame.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually after that we engaged him to do our budding bazaar. So he was really there, and first he said, "Can I take off my shoe?" I said, "Huh? Why?" I feel comfortable. I can draw without my shoe.
I see.
I'm like, oh, you draw with your hand, leh? Okay, sure. So really, he was drawing everyone. People were coming, because it was in the canteen. It was really quite heartwarming to see even students from Sec 4 looking at the works. And then we had Mr. Othman, Mr. Kwok coming, and he really offered to draw them. I have a whole stack of all the portraits that he drew. We are looking for somewhere to put it up.
Okay.
And to encourage more students to just come and draw and like art jam or something, because all these drawings, we appreciate it. We really really appreciate them. Yeah.
I think it's not so much of the product itself. I think what we enjoy is the process of drawing. I think the act of drawing itself and looking, actually, if you think about it, right, at that very present moment, there's this degree of mindfulness. It's very therapeutic for the student, even if it's for that 5-10 minutes when you are drawing someone or you are being drawn. I think in a way that putting pen or pencil to paper, drawing a subject, is a kind of connection. Yeah, and I like it that from that connection it translates to this piece of works on the paper. Yeah, actually to me I find it is really very precious. Yep. Yes, and can I guess this is Titus? Oh, yeah, I miss Titus.
Yeah.
Also, I think he moved on from Crest. Yeah.
He would randomly give us encouraging notes last time, and then this was wishing me a happy Chinese Lunar New Year, and then I have one of him with his hand to encourage me. And I remember like a couple of times I've been in Mr. Kwok's office. Mr. Kwok also has one of Titus'
I think we
wishes.
all have one piece.
I think so. Yeah.
I think and his template is always the same: big hearts, hands.
Yes.
But you know what? Is the thought that counts, and I think I really really like. Yeah, and he gives me an award too. Yeah, he even has his own ceremony. He just get everybody, come everybody. I want to give an award to Mr. Yeah, he had his own ceremony. Yeah, I think it's things like that. I think like you said, the things the push that makes you want to come to school all the time is all these small moments like that. Yeah. So, wow, I mean, this is just a glimpse. I can tell all the viewers I've seen a lot more. Yeah, and I've seen Miss Rischka in action in the class. It's a very organized mess, It's like people are all around, but at the end of the day, they all deliver the work. And then there's so much quirks to it. And I love it that in your lesson, every student's quirks and their even things that even perfect or imperfect, there's a place, in your lesson. So I think that's very beautiful. So my next question to you is this: is like, what do you want people to remember you for? Like many years down the road, where we talk about this legendary teacher called Miss Rischka, what do you want people to remember you by?
I would say, right, last time you always remember the crazy teachers. So I thought, if I were a teacher, last time I was thinking to myself, if I were a teacher, I would want to be remembered for my craziness, but I think not the negative part. I think it's, I want to be remembered, and I'm sure I do remember now my teachers who were the teachers who made me feel good about myself. And I would want that from my students, like to remember that there was someone who made me feel good about myself.
Okay. Yeah. So for this final leg of this session, I just want to give you the opportunity to speak to anyone who has been an important role model, or somebody who has give you a push in a career, somebody special, that that actually gave you a boost, to get where you are. Is there someone special like that?
I think, for sure, we expect, like in Crest, there are so many people. I'm very thankful for all my interactions with everyone. I think the aesthetics department in Crest is really the best department. And like Ian, you always say, oh, aesthetics is the whenever someone new comes in, welcome to the best department in Jurong East. And really, you know, I feel even now, when I was a visual arts club teacher, right, I would say, hey, you know, you are in the best you're in the best CCA in Jurong East Street 24. You know, I think really the aesthetics department really has my heart. Yeah.
So, for all the new teachers who are coming into this profession, what would you say to them? Or is there any words of wisdom that you want to pass on?
I would say, don't take things too seriously. Take things one step at a time. Also, for new teachers, or even when the younger me, right, and it's okay to make mistakes, to learn, but it's important to learn and grow from mistakes. And yeah, whatever happens, right, just go for it. Yeah, don't hold back. Yeah.
Just go with the flow lah.
Yeah.
Alright, and there we have it. That is Miss Rischka with her wise words of wisdom. Is next this April, so you got about 6-7 more months.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wish you to have a very wholesome 7 more months with Crest, and then we are going to miss you. The students are going to yeah. Do they actually know?
I mean, not all. I don't think so. I don't think everyone. But I remember speaking to some of the student counsellors, the Sec 4 student counsellors. I said like, okay, this year you guys are graduating. I will graduate with you.
Oh.
So like, I don't know if they've put 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
But yeah.
Understand. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So there we have it. This is Miss Rischka. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think, and thank you for all those who have been tuning in live right now. And yeah, looking forward to episode number 3. And this is Miss Rischka. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.